Good morning. What day is it? It's Monday, post Super Bowl Monday. So kitchen's a little bit of a disaster. We're a little bit exhausted. We overslept a little bit. So we need to get our day going. And look at what we're starting with here. Like, it's not the worst it's ever been, but it's certainly not great. Luckily, the kitchen is the worst part. But before I can deal with any of all that, we need coffee first and breakfast. Shay's cooler than me, and she drinks black coffee. I could drink black coffee, but I don't want to. So I drink coffee with about a tablespoon of coffee cream. Roasted potatoes, sausage, frozen peppers and onions,
and
mushrooms, and just like a touch, just a little touch of salsa. What's your plan for the day?
I'm gonna work. We're gonna see if we need to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And then I would love to get to some sewing projects. If there's time after dinner.
Ooh, optimistic.
Yeah.
We're watching More Than Farmers and learning how to make maple syrup, which I don't think we're going to be doing in our apartment anytime soon.
Oh, it's fun to see. The only time I ever tried maple sugar and it went really poorly. We burned it so bad.
Oh no. I would say like up to here in our workday, but not completely sunk is where we're at.
What do you mean?
I was gonna say we're sunk in our workday, but not really. We got a handle on it so far.
Oh yeah.
But it is time to go do some chores. We set an alarm every half hour that we're like available. Like sometimes I have meetings and stuff and I don't set an alarm then, but every half hour that we're available, and we get up for 5 minutes and do some chores. So it is time. I'm gonna go do 5 minutes of dishes. What do you got?
I'm gonna make the bed. Clean up the bedroom.
Dishes round 1. I anticipate there being dishes round probably 6 today by the end of the day. We'll see if I'm right. Bed made. The day after the Super Bowl should be a national holiday. The fact that we're working right now is whack, dude. It should be a paid holiday for everyone. Everything should be closed, including emergency services. No emergencies. Lunch today. These Built Puff protein bars.
Mm-hmm.
The chokehold they have on me right now is crazy. The texture is like marshmallowy. It's super good. I'm a big fan of these.
Mm-hmm.
These and the Bear Bells are my top 2 by a lot.
Yeah.
We got this giant bag of Costco trail mix probably November.
Yeah.
Before, and it's like we've been eating it, but it feels like it is replenishing itself. It's crazy. So I'm just having that. We're doing snacky lunch, bigger dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner, but something for sure. What are you having for lunch today?
I'm having 2 of these mini Country Archer provisions.
They're like chomps,
meat
but
sticks.
the brand that our Costco had. Our Costco also, people are always like, why don't you get that at Costco? Our Costco is New York City Costco, so it's much smaller. It's big for a city store, but it's much smaller. So everything has one option. If you want meat sticks, you had to buy these meat sticks because they did not have the other ones. If you want toilet paper, you get the Costco brand toilet paper or nothing because they don't have anything else. Like, it's just one of each thing. If you want crackers, there's like the Ritz and that's it. Like, so limited options.
That's why we're a little more particular about what we get there.
Yeah.
So they had these mini meat sticks. So Shay's having 2 to make 1 meat stick. And Trader Joe's brand chili lime rolls, also known as Takis.
I have a problem.
Shay is addicted to specifically the Trader Joe's Takis.
They're so good.
Somebody got her a regular Takis and she was like, not the same. But she likes the Trader Joe's chili lime rolls more than anyone should like anything. She has a problem. And Giles, what are you having for lunch? Some brown pebbles? Yum.
He's having for lunch the Coglin Jacob special, something that's not my business.
He's been really bad today. He jumped on the back of my chair while I was in a meeting with a VP in my company. Luckily, she was taking a note of something and didn't notice, but like, what are you doing, bro? That's crazy. You're gonna get me in trouble. Just kidding. Everyone's obsessed with him. They love when he joins calls.
That's true.
I don't tell him that. I don't want to encourage him. Anyway, I'm going to take the next 8 minutes or so to chill, and then I have more meetings. All right, I've got an unexpected 10 whole minutes between meetings and after lunch where I can knock out some more of these dishes, so let's crank. Round 2. The sink is technically empty. Don't look over there. Do you think the cats like you?
You know, I think they've got mixed feelings.
I think it's hard to tell how they feel about you.
Yeah.
It's tough. What are we doing?
We are heading to CVS to see if I can get a passport photo.
She needs to renew her
It might not be
passport.
one of the locations that does it, but I don't know. So we're just gonna check.
And then?
And then we're getting a couple vegetables to round out the rest of our dinner plans for the week.
We realized that we need a fridge clean out week versus usually we do a meal. Whole week. We got lots of weird little stuff in there, so fridge clean out week. We're going to spend very little on groceries this week at the end of it all. So
Customer service needed at dental care. Customer service needed.
passport photo secured. Now we go to the grocery store. We forgot all our bags.
Yep.
So we're going to wing it.
Why are you staring at me like that? Thanks, bitch.
What are you looking at?
Sorry, I want to see how much their bacon, egg, and cheese is.
Are you for real?
Yes. $4.39. That's not bad.
It's not bad. We spent $19.20 on groceries. And that's, I think, pretty much all we're going to have to spend this week. So let's go home and make some pasta, shall we? All right, what are we making?
We are going to be making a pasta.
Name
With
it. Name the pasta.
Can't.
We're making it up as we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be sort of like a pink sauce with some shredded chicken type situation. So we're going to do, for the sauce that goes on top of the spaghetti, we're going to do a roux and then some canned tomatoes, roasted red bell peppers, and buttermilk, and lots of Parmesan cheese, and a ton of wilted spinach, because we got to get our iron in, our leafy greens. So I'm just kind of making it up as I go.
Can you talk me through the making of a roux and what the heck it is?
Yes, so a roux is a base for quite a few French sauces. and it's meant to help thicken the sauce and give it a little extra body and a creamy consistency. But it starts with equal parts butter and flour. And you let that cook down for about 2 minutes, and then you slowly add whatever other liquid you want for your sauce. And the roux is just a nice base and will give it a nice texture and a nice thickness.
Nice body.
Yes. So right now I'm kind of just eyeballing how much flour to put in. You want it to get to like a thick paste sort of consistency. And then you just want to let it cook for a couple minutes until the flour smell is gone. So it's not quite pasty, so I just need a little bit more. And this is going to be for 4 servings of sauce. There we go. This is the kind of consistency that you want to start out.
Giles on his throne, judging everything we do.
Classic.
She doesn't even know how to cook. He doesn't have thumbs. All right, it's been like 2 minutes of cooking.
Just enough to get a little bit of color on the flour, and then it loses that, raw flour smell. So now we're going to add in this buttermilk. And the reason it's in a deli container is because this is what was left over after I made the homemade butter last week.
There's a real fridge clean out situation here.
Yeah. And as it gets incorporated, you can see it thickens up a lot.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm trying to react like I've never seen you make a roux before.
I actually may have made too much roux. Oops.
Whoops.
If I need to, I can add a little extra chicken stock.
Yeah, you want me to get the chicken stock?
Yes. So I didn't have enough buttermilk for the amount of roux I made to get it to the consistency I wanted. So we're just adding a little bit of chicken stock to get the consistency where we want it to. And as you can see, I switched to a whisk because sometimes it can get a little clumpy on you if you're not careful. And I was not. So I'm just breaking up.
One thing about us, we're not careful.
I'm going to start with like a half a can of this and see where that puts
Where that
it.
takes us.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is going to be really tasty.
It's gonna be too much sauce, I think.
Well, we can always save it. Save it for something else.
Oh no, our life is so hard. We have too much delicious homemade sauce. What are we gonna do?
So I'm going to season liberally with salt, pepper, and onion powder.
Were those tomatoes also seasoned?
No, but they were fire roasted.
Oh, they're
No salt added, fire roasted, I believe. Was that right?
crushed fire roasted tomatoes.
Mhm.
There is salt,
Oh.
but it's the last ingredient.
I did wash my hands before this.
It's our dinner.
That too.
What is it that you're adding now?
Roasted red peppers.
Mm.
So it's going to be very smoky and generally delicious. How would you feel if I put some crushed red chili in here as well?
Maybe just a little.
Still okay. Just a little. I like my stuff a little spicy.
Yeah, but don't make it too spicy.
I won't make it too spicy. I got you, baby. Don't worry. So now I'm going to incorporate this all with an immersion blender. The immersion blender that Kaylee got me for Christmas.
Wow. The main issue that we have is that there's no outlets by the oven, which has been a pain. Pretty good. you hate the immersion blender? He hates it.
I mean, he hasn't run away.
$434 grams.
Sorry.
Sorry.
437 grams.
437 grams. And hey, we chop it up and just chuck it in the sauce.
Great.
The cats have an obsession with dry pasta that we literally can't figure out where it came from.
We've never given it to them.
They've never
like,
received
willingly.
dry pasta, but they're obsessed. Every time Shay opens a bag of dry pasta, they come running and screaming.
So now we've got a little over 400 grams of rotisserie chicken here that we're just going to chop up and put in this sauce so that when we split it up over the course of 2 meals for 2 people, we'll get about 100 grams of chicken per person. And none of it will be for Willow.
None of it is for the cats, it turns out. While Shay's working on dinner, I did dishes round 3.
Thank you.
That is the final result.
The red pepper chicken pasta experiment.
Pasta experiment. Total meal, 482 calories for that
Nice.
tasty bowl of pasta.
Yay.
Yay. What do you want to watch over dinner?
American Dad.
Ooh. We're going to set an 8 o'clock alarm.
Yep.
And that means by 8 o'clock, the rest of our chores will be done.
Yes.
Do you think they'll all actually be done?
I think we're going to beat our time.
I think we're going to beat our time too. 4 rounds of dishes. I was maybe being a little dramatic. $7.57.
Nice.
$7.57. Done. House is clean. To-do list empty. What are you going to do with the rest of your night?
I'm going to work on a little sewing project.
Shay's going to work on a little sewing project. What do you think I'm going to do for the rest of the night?
Play game.
Play game. Which one?
Probably Diablo.
Diablo 4. Let's go. Good night. Last night I told Shay that I had turned our alarms back on after Sunday. Nope.
It's okay.
We got up a little late. That's okay. But probably means a shorter walk this morning because we got lots to do.
Yes.
What's the weather?
It is 20-something, high 20s right now.
It's like 22, I think. Not even high. High of 34 today. It's supposed to snow again tonight, but only a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't think it actually will.
Well, hopefully we'll just get a nice dusting over everything that's getting gross here.
Yeah, it's getting gross. Eggless breakfast. Coffee. Wife. I had to do a couple of work things before I head to the office. I had some stuff I wanted to knock out before I jump on the train. I need to go into one of our stores today, then go to the office. I'm gonna be running all over the place, so I just wanted to get some stuff done first. So now I go on my adventure for the day. In theory, there's another train I could take from Union Square to where I'm going, but it's warming up a little. It's like 30 degrees now, so I'm gonna try to get some kilometers in to make up for last week when I was down a bit. So let's walk. I used to cat sit for a cat who lived in that building right there back in the day. That's cool. I like that little roof cap thing. Shay will know what it's actually called. I'm at 1.25 kilometers. I am approaching what I need to do for work, so I will check back in after work. And then I'm just gonna pause this walk on my little app and pick it back up when it's time to head off again, because I'm gonna walk another like 20 blocks. So, all right, running around at work, I hit 1.75 kilometers. Now I begin the long walk to the office. I could take a bus, but gotta get my steps. 2 kilometers. 3 kilometers. Alright, we just cleared 4 kilometers, so, and I'm approaching the office. So since I got off the train earlier, 4 kilometers walk, we did 2 this morning, so feeling good. I'm gonna pop into the office. Next thing you'll see is probably lunch. I'm gonna get cranking at my desk. So cloudy. Let's go home and see my wife. I found on the train. Alright, we're off the train.
Yes.
We found each other. Our timing worked out brilliantly today.
So well, yeah.
And then on Tuesdays, we budget to get dinner out because obviously we've both been out all day.
Yeah.
And Shay made a girl cry at rehearsal today.
I did not. She
So,
cried on her own.
so we're going to pick up Chipotle for dinner. Secure the goods. Let's get home to those little cats. Alright, on Tuesdays, like I said, we go pick up food. And we are annoying, and we both get the exact same meal. So Shay's going to tell you what it is.
So this is a burrito bowl with white rice, steak and veggies, black beans, corn and green salsa, sour cream and cheese, and a little lettuce on top. And
Little
it's
lettuce.
delicious.
And it's how many calories?
835 calories.
835 calories, which for us is kind of a big dinner,
Mm-hmm.
but we normally eat like a protein bar while we're out of the house. So
Yeah.
it's like really like linear, you know?
Yes.
Super tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Veggies and corn I really recommend because they add those, not for an extra upcharge like a double protein would be. So
Mhm.
we're big fans. And we skip the guac because you're not going to charge us extra for mid guac.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that, baby.
And before we start any wars, I've said it was mid guac. The Chipotle guac recipe is good.
Mm-hmm.
When it sits in a tub for many hours, it becomes mid.
Yes.
I would like to clarify that to the internet as my official opinion on Chipotle guacamole.
If they happen to bring out a fresh tray of guac, then it's absolutely prime.
Then we're getting it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pay extra for some 2 p.m. guac at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
Mhm.
We are going to do some more work stuff. I'm going to work on some YouTube stuff, and Shay's working on her show. She's working on staging some transitions. So we're going to work through some of that stuff in the office for a little while and then knock out some chores. Life is very exciting. Look at this. Something that nobody tells you about being an adult is that there's nobody else to do chores for you. You just have to do chores all the time. So we have to go do chores now because Shay makes me do it instead of just doing it for me while I'm gone at work, slaving away at desk and typing.
And I'm also at work.
That's not my business. They did not cooperate with that at all, did they? We did them. I don't remember what time we started. I feel like it was longer than 15 minutes, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's okay. We were also taking it at a very relaxed pace.
Major relaxed pace. What are you going to be doing for the rest of the evening?
Working on my pattern.
Which pattern are you working on?
I'm working on a pair of tailored shorts. Yes.
She's working on her tailored shorts, and I'm going to be sitting on my little chair and playing Diablo 4
Nice.
because I've been really enjoying it. I'm not going to lie, and it's super fun.
Giles,
So
get off
I'm going to be
my
doing
pattern.
that and hanging out for the rest of the evening, and that's going to be it for us. So we will see you bright and early in the morning. We're going to get up on time tomorrow. Did he just go to sweat? Oh, was he waving? Saying good night.
Hello, everyone. It's just me. This morning, I don't know what time it is on Tuesday morning, probably around 8 a.m. And Kaylee's not feeling very well, so I went out to go and get her some cough and cold medicine and also some little cough drops if she wants them. And now I'm on my way back, and I'm going to get started on breakfast. Also, it did indeed snow last night, and now everything has a nice fresh coat of snow on it, which is really lovely because it means even all the muddy stuff on the ground looks pretty again.
I feel like I'm not an unhealthy person.
No, you're not.
Why am I sick again?
Because you work in Midtown, dude.
I got the Midtown disease. I got the Manhattan sniffs. Running a little bit of a fever today. I honestly, I was fine yesterday, and then I crashed out super hard at 9:30 and just running a fever, had the shivers, just down for the count. I don't feel good. But I have a class that I signed up for at work. Thank God it's not in person. But I gotta do that today. I have to. I don't have a choice. So, we're gonna power through. I don't feel good. Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm feeling okay, not good. But my coworker and I are looking at expanding our knowledge, and we signed up for a company-sponsored Python class to learn Python coding. I cannot believe that that's a thing I just said, and that's something that I'm learning how to do. I went to theater school, but we use SQL pretty aggressively in our day-to-day work, and we just want to know Python too. There's stuff out there that we don't know how to do, and we don't like it, so we're going to take a class, and that starts today. So I'm getting set up for that, and we're just vibing. Shay is getting ready to go to rehearsal, and that's our day. I'm feeling really crappy still. I feel really warm. I don't know. I'm just not feeling very good, but I'll get through. I'll survive.
I'm heading out for the day.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she's not gonna kiss me because I'm sick.
No.
What about here? There's a layer of hat. Thank
That's
you.
fine.
I'll miss you. This little buddy has been hanging out with me. Yeah, sleeping all day long. My whole work day, he's been sleeping right here. He knocked the lamp over. Wow.
I used to work
until like 2, 3 in the morning, closing a store. I have to be back at the store at 8 a.m. I'd be like making people drinks, doing all kinds of stuff. And today the project that I'm working on is somebody in marketing wanted to change a word. So now I have to go through all these different reports and change that word and like repost it just like 110 times. I don't feel good. I was feeling better at midday. I'm always worse in the morning and at night. I'm like, whatever. I know I'm going to feel better, still get some work done and stuff today, but this is a real pain in the ass, I'll say. And Shay's going to be a very busy little bee today.
I am. Be all out and about today.
What do you got going on?
Well, I have a couple things I have to do for my day job in the morning.
In the morning.
And then I'm going to go to rehearsal for the show that I've been working on. Very exciting day. We have the set in for the first time, and we're doing Sitz Pro, which is a fancy term for singing through the whole score of the show with the full pit of musicians. So that's a very exciting day.
It's a fun day.
After that, I'm going to a reading of another show that I'm going to be working on that'll be going up this summer. So busy gal.
Yeah,
I'll be home till like
Shay's going to leave at like 11 and be back at like 9:30.
Yeah.
Leaving me here to fend for myself.
I have to go all the way up to Inwood.
Whoo!
Crazy.
Breakfast has not changed at all. Exactly the same breakfast. Looks like the Wicked Witch of the East, bro. I am feeling like absolute garbage. I'm going to take the rest of the afternoon off. I'm done with my meetings for the day. I just messaged my boss and said, bruh, I don't feel good. I'm going to take some Dayquil and lay down. Yay. The most exciting vlog ever. Alright, y'all. Yesterday was not good. I'm gonna be real. I got myself fed at like 6, and then I laid down, and I was in bed the rest of the day until Shay got home. I would say yesterday, I was at like a 2 out of 10. I was not feeling good. Today, I would say I'm at like an 8 out of 10. I had a really good sleep, and that made a major impact. I feel much better. Still got some sniffles and cough going on, but I feel way better. So I'm glad I got a good sleep. I do feel like I'm on the mend. Happy Valentine's Day. I am off work today. I took today off a while ago, and we're going to go to dinner tonight. She has to work today. We got a lot going on. We have to film our budget. So lots to do. How was the rest of your day yesterday?
It was busy, but it was really good. The read-through went very well. We got a lot of work done at the technical rehearsal today or yesterday. So,
What did you discover upon returning home?
what did I discover upon returning home?
I don't know. I was going to say a sickly Victorian child.
Oh, yes.
She calls me a sickly Victorian child when I'm ill.
Because that's how you look. You look like you're staring into the light as it's fading from your eyes.
What do we got going on here?
So it's the same breakfast, but since I didn't have as much of it, and we need to also have breakfast for tomorrow, I kind of stretched it out a little bit by putting less of the filling inside of a burrito.
Ooh, yummy. And this is?
0% Greek yogurt and lots of hot sauce and a little bit of salt. It's a little dipping sauce.
Yum. Becky. She knows she's not supposed to be on the table. I'm gonna be real. I've been laying on the couch for several hours. Just vibing. Had a protein bar for lunch. And Shay's been working. But now we are getting ready to go to our nice Valentine's Day dinner at one of our favorite spots in New York. And obviously, we're taking you with us. Alright, where are we going?
We are going to our Valentine's Day date dinner at the Commerce Inn.
Commerce
Village.
in the West Village. I'm trying to show you around the neighborhood a little bit. As much as we can. It's very cold. Look how red my ears are. It's very cold. It's windy. So we'll see what we can show you. I think it's safe to say that this is Shay's favorite neighborhood in the city.
I mean, it's everybody's favorite neighborhood in the city.
I know, this is a place where we want to live, but number one, there's no grocery stores anywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Because people here don't buy groceries. But the
Wait, I can buy
houses,
that one.
that one's
It's
for sale.
abandoned.
It's abandoned. These
Nobody
are
else wants it.
probably, I think this is the most expensive neighborhood. If
Yes.
not, then it's in the top 3 for sure.
It is.
It's so nice, but holy crap.
We're gonna be on time.
We're gonna be on time. This is true, yes. Shay did not think we were gonna be on time because somebody was a little late getting ready. It wasn't me.
I run into them often at the office. Not atypical, but usually it's kind of just process the day because
Yeah, I spoke to his caller about itself or something. I was just so annoyed when you said Susan didn't want me talking. Was it how you remembered it?
How was your dinner?
It was delicious. How was your dinner?
My dinner was so good. I'm so full.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we are headed home.
Headed home, and we're gonna be home
With
before
many leftovers in tow.
some people's dinner reservations even start. The line for this spot is crazy, dude. This much pizza on Valentine's is nuts. Don't get me wrong. John's of Bleecker has a fantastic pizza. They do. It's really good. But to wait in the cold on
It's not-
Valentine's Day?
That's
It's not
a
for
lot.
me. That's not for me.
That's a lot.
Taylor Swift once said, she'll never walk Cornelia Street again.
But we sure will.
But
We are
tonight-
here right now.
But tonight, Kaylee and Shay will walk Cornelia Street live right now.
Live from New York.
And that was Taylor Swift's apartment when she lived here, which I think she still does.
No.
No, okay.
Most certainly.
Well, when she lived here, that's where she lived.
Yes.
And that boy Joe was always making her sad. Right there. One time, inside this very Grace Papaya, this papaya dog's off-brand Grace Papaya, my friend Elijah, you know Elijah, was intoxicated, and he dropped his wallet. And in the time that it took him to hear it hit the ground and turn around to go pick it up, someone had taken it, and they ran and left. Did you guys see that video of Taylor Swift at the Grammys handing out $100 bills?
Oh my god, babe.
That's what I want to be. I want to get to a point where I have so much money I don't know what to do with it, so I'm just like handing it out to people who do anything a little bit nice for me. Just hand it out. Here you go, $100. Thanks for showing up today. Big fan. We are here. Washington Square Park. We have returned home victorious,
Yes, we have.
full of Valentine's meal
Yes.
and 2
In a
glasses
big
of
way.
wine.
Yes.
What are you gonna do for this evening?
I don't know. I have like a full hour before I can even start getting into bed, and I'm already showered.
What are you gonna do?
I don't
We're gonna
know.
do a hobby.
I think I might get my pattern back out.
She's gonna do some sewing, and I'm going to
Be sick.
and play Diablo 4.
You're gonna be a sickly Victorian child. Yes, that too.
I feel kind of better.
You said you rallied.
I did. I'm starting to feel tired,
Mm-hmm.
but I rallied so we could have a really nice time and a good night,
And we did.
and we did.
And
And
now you're
I'm,
gonna go back to being a sickly
I'm
Victorian
gonna lay in my
child.
pajamas and cough, and hold a small candle and wander the halls. Is this how I look when I'm sick, like Harvey does right now? Where he's just staring off into the.
Yeah, a little bit. I think honestly he gets it from you.
The perks of your wife being a singer means that you have this weird steam thing in your house, and if you don't feel good in your chest, we can steam a little bit. Kind of helps loosen everything up. Makes my throat feel better. Let's go. Good night.
Hello and good morning.
Hello, happy Saturday.
I was gonna say, I think it's Saturday.
Yeah.
I feel better, but I sound worse.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that. Shay's got a long day. What do you got?
I do. I have dry tech from 10 to 1.
Before they put the pool in.
Which is where we do lights without the actors. And then I have an illusions rehearsal where we rehearse all the magic tricks that are in the show from 1 to 3.
That's a crazy thing you just said.
What?
Oh, illusions rehearsal. I've never done illusions rehearsal. And in case we didn't have enough to do today, the dinner that we have planned for this evening is the rest of the chicken wings that we have left over from Super Bowl, because obviously they need to get eaten. That's what we got in the house. And also they came out really good, so we want to make them again. I think we've got one little adjustment to make to the cook of the recipe, but I think we really got it nailed down. So I'm going to prep them. They need to sit, they get their dry brine in the fridge for a good couple hours, so before 10 a.m., get it in now, and then we'll cook them for dinner. But I want to get it going before I leave the house, just because then I don't have to think about it. So let's get this going. Probably the last you're going to see of my head, because I can only show so much of me at once. Alright, so the dry brine is going to be 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is a serious eats recipe, this part of it at least. For the saucing and stuff, we did a little something else, but the dry brine serious eats. So there's that. I'm trying to get all the dry stuff done with my hands first. Got some paper towels to pat the chicken dry. It's right, you can't really see it, whatever. And then this is just a freezer bag. We're gonna save the little wing tips for chicken broth. We're just about due for some chicken broth, so you guys will probably see that in the next week or so. Just out of the way for now. So we're gonna take these little wingies. We like the way the wings cooked. They're kind of like B-cut wings. They're not super crazy high quality wings, but they get the job done, and they were cheaper. We're gonna just cut the wing tips off. Set them on the paper towel to get pat dry. Get these all arranged so they can be actually dried. And I'm going to wash my hands for the first time. Just want to make sure the wings are really, really dry before we get that brine on there, just so that way they really can crisp up. All right, everything is coated. Now it's going to go onto a grate, onto a baking sheet. Wash again. All right, now these are going into the fridge for, the recipe says 8 to 24 hours. Ours will probably be in there for, maybe not even 8, but a while. They'll be there in there till dinner time, but that was just the first thing I need to get done today. Now I need to get dressed for outside weather, which is cold, so I can go on a walk. I am only 2.63 kilometers away from hitting 100 so far for the year, so I'm going to do at least that today. Just cleared 1 kilometer. We've got kind of like a loop around our neighborhood that ends up around like 2.5. So I'm just following that, and then I'm just going to swing by CVS to pick up the meds that Shay mandated I pick up today. And back home to keep it pushing. There's so much to do today, but I get 2 weekend days. Shay only gets 1, so I figure doing all the chores on her busy day means that we can hang out together tomorrow and relax a little bit. So that's the goal. I might need to take a little break in the middle though. I'm still recovering. I need to give myself that recovery on ramp. Just hit 2 kilometers. on my way to CVS. I feel very confident that I will hit it by the time I get to the top of my stairs. But y'all might catch me running back and forth down my hallway trying to get my last couple percentages of kilometer done. We barely did it, but we did it. 100 for the year. Considering we hit 500 for all of last year, and it's February 15th, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I also just finished my first bottle of water for the day, and I need to finish at least 3 of them, especially, I've been coughing it up. I've been coughing, I'm gonna be taking Mucinex. I need to stay hydrated for real. So at least 3 today. 4 would be ideal. I think 3 is more realistic. So that's 1. 11 a.m. and I finished 1. Let's see what we can do. I took some Mucinex, drank some water, rested a little bit, feeling solid. Let's knock some chores out. I'm going to start with all the laundry in the bedroom because all of our kitchen towels and dish mat are in there as well. I don't even know how long that's going to take. It's crazy in here. Bedroom is clean. That was a journey. We needed to go on. It was necessary. Now I'm going to rest a little bit. And by rest, I mean sit at my desk and do some YouTube video transferring off my phone. And because I haven't worked on this vlog that I'm filming right now at all this week, and usually I like to work on it a little bit at a time. So we're going to do that. I think the only way I'm going to get through all the rooms in the house is just one room at a time, do the whole thing top to bottom, and then move on to the next one. So I'm going to get my phone set up, transferring all of the videos you've seen for like the last 3 days, and I'm going to just knock out the whole office, I think, all in one go. It's not so bad in here. We literally only come in here to work, and then the cats hang out in here and sleep. So I just need to like lint roll the whole room top to bottom and just pick up any little, like, Shay's script for the show rehearsal she's not at right now. There's like a shirt in here from a meeting I took. My work backpack is kind of all askew. Like, just little stuff. This one will be quick, so hopefully I can knock this out, and then I'll probably take an actual real rest just to give my body some recovery time, drink some water, chill a little bit, trying to remember that I need to be nice to myself. So it's going good. Bedroom is done. The office is done. All of the videos for this week's vlog that you're currently watching uploaded onto the computer, and I edited Wednesday in, which, to be fair, is a total cop-out because I was so sick all day Wednesday I stopped recording at like 4 and fell asleep. So we're going to take it, and I'm going to lay down for a little bit and play my game probably because I'm feeling it. The Mucinex is really kicking in, which is great, but it does make me cough more. So I'm going to relax a little bit because if Shay comes home and the house is clean and I'm passed away, then she's going to be way more mad at me. So we're going to lay down. Look at that. It's snowing. A little flurry. Nice. All right. I definitely am gearing up for another round of Mucinex here. I'm fading a little bit, but I want to try to knock out some of the chaos that's happening in this sink so we can have dinner tonight and it not be disruptive to our entire kitchen. So it's really snowing out there, y'all. Jeez. We're doing what we can do, okay? Is it done? Nope. This pan, so dirty. But there's something. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm doing what I can. We're doing our best, alright? And that's all we can ask. The wings have been chilling all day. They're gonna go into a 450-degree oven for about 20 minutes. I'll flip them once, they'll get like another 10 or so, and then we'll finish them in the sauce. Alright, 20 minutes in. Gonna flip them all. Trust the process on this one, guys. I swear. Trust the process. Going back in for another 10. 80 grams. Shay feels very passionately about Frank's Red Hot. 80 grams of that. 40 grams of butter. This is a Kerry Gold household. 5 grams of honey. Just 5. Just a touch. And then this is all going to get to know each other on the stove. Alright, now they're sauced and going back in the oven to broil. Wings. She's biting your hair. Hello. What did you have for breakfast?
I had some Greek yogurt with walnuts and frozen blueberries and chocolate chips,
Mm.
and it was delicious.
I like your little influencer tap.
I know I don't have claws to tap things with anymore, so it just looks silly.
And I'm just having a protein bar, and Shay made us coffee, of course. And we've got stuff to do today. My goal yesterday was to do all the chores in the house, so we didn't have any chores to do today, and that did not happen.
To be fair to you, you were both sick and had just an unreasonably long list.
Yeah,
We will tackle it today together.
I did some stuff. I'm feeling about the same as I was last night, honestly. My chest feels less tight, which is good.
That's good.
The Mucinex is helping with that, but I'm just still really tired. So hopefully I can eat this and drink some coffee and perk up a little bit because I'm just feeling kind of fatigued. I'm trying to be gentle with myself, but also have a lot to do. So I also need to edit this entire video, pretty much. So that's going to be also something I need to do today. So we are going to go grocery shopping.
Yes.
I need to get a haircut. And then I will be home doing this stuff. So we'll probably take you guys grocery shopping and check in after my haircut and then wrap this whole thing up. What does she want?
She wants me to follow her around the house and pet her while she flops. It's very simple.
Can you please repeat what you just said?
That I always value and honor your perspective, even when that perspective is wrong. Because I think your perspective is valuable even when that perspective is wrong. And I am honored to be in a lifelong partnership with someone who thinks really hard about things, even when it turns out that they are wrong. I don't think that's a shocking thing to say.
It's raining a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel about this?
Groceries acquired. Now I'm gonna run and get my hair cut. Shay took the groceries and went home. We didn't get that much stuff, so she can carry it herself. And then we're gonna hunker down for the day because it's gross. Oh, that's much better. All right, let's get the hell home. Home. Shay's working on meal prep and some stuff. What are you making right now?
I am making some chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
Yeah.
Chicken stock. Pickling some red onion.
Yep.
And then we also got peppers and onions to make our own like frozen peppers and onion breakfast situation because we didn't go to Trader Joe's this week because too far, wet. Top of my feet are wet. I'm gonna hop in a shower.
Yep.
Get all these little tiny hairs off my face.
Yep.
And so next time you see me, I will be at my desk to recap the week. And that was our week. Fresh cut, fresh shower. Time to close this thing out so I can go do some more chores and hang out with Shay. I mean, being sick really knocked me down, but we still got stats to go over. So, kilometers this week, a little slower, but we did clear that 100, which was great. Like I said, we hit 500 all of last year, so I'm feeling really good about it. We've got 925 to go in the year 2025, and that feels like a lot right now, but I really think we can do it. It's an average of 290 needed a day for the rest of the year, so it's creeping up on us, but I think we got it. I really do. I think we got it. It's cold out. It's gross out. I felt sick. The summertime is going to be a lot of kilometers for us, so we'll have to take a look and see, but I think we can do it. Steps were down. I was down. Steps were down. That makes sense. Steps are at 5,000 average per day, which is good for somebody who works in an office, I think. Somebody who works at a desk all day. I don't know. I want to see it up, but I'll take 5,000. It's still down month over month over month, which I don't love. So we'll have to see how the rest of the month shakes out. Calories, though, also down. I omitted our date night because I didn't track anything on that night. So I pulled that one out of the equation. But overall, I mean, also, again, I was sick. I didn't feel very good, so I wasn't eating a lot. So that's not ideal either, but we're on track. And then water also down, which feels crazy because I felt like I was drinking a lot of water, but I guess I just wasn't. I don't know.
I gotta be more intentional with the water. I don't know what it is. It felt like I was drinking a lot. Maybe I was just not feeling good, so I didn't track it properly. But then the big thing here is that overall, with a date night, with laying about and not exercising very much, our total weight loss is down to 13.6 pounds overall. Now, again, some of that is because I didn't feel good. I was laid out, but I wasn't exactly going out of my way to not eat things I didn't want to eat. You know, there was one night I like binged on cookies, but it still fit within my calorie goals. So 13.6, I'll take that. That feels good. We're going to continue this trend downward. It's feeling really awesome. I'm really happy. I can kind of feel a little bit of a difference in my body, which is rad. I'm just feeling good overall. So, I mean, I was feeling bad, but I'm feeling good weight-wise overall. So we're going to keep it pushing, keep moving, and we will see you next week.